All right, what's up, everyone? Alive 609 coming at you here from the Lands of Zorro, and welcome to episode 15. So the plan for today is up at this Podzol area where it's been a long time coming, but we've had plans to build a blacksmith here and essentially a big super smelter as well. So this will no longer be our tree farming area, hence all the Podzol, but we're going to get going on that. So I think my plan to start is to kind of build a base and a shape. I'm probably going to have it elevated, maybe a block, maybe 2 or 3 blocks. So there's like a little staircase up to it, maybe a smidgen of a little porch. Don't know. I am kind of just winging it here. No big plans. But I'm going to get this platform set first. And then I'm going to build the Auto-Smelter. And following that, I'll finish up the rest of the build along the outside. So with that, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start maybe right about here. We're going to go up to, I think that's a good amount. And I want this first row to be 13. I like odd numbers. They're better. So that's 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, 13. I wanted to have at least 10 here because I'm going to use 10 blast furnaces for the smelter. So from here, let's do maybe 1, that's 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go 9. Boom. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. Now, the next question is this too close to the path? I mean, the path can always curve. And in fact, straight paths are boring, so yeah, forget the straight path. We'll probably, well, maybe that's a little bit close there. Maybe we come 3 off, come out, maybe about yay, right? And this is where our porch is going to be. I'm just kind of using the brick for now as an outline of the spot. I might actually put another squarish, circle-ish type thing off the corner of this. Maybe it'll be like a silo or something. Okay, but for now, I'm filled this in. I'm sure I will use a different texture here on the porch. And obviously, these will be stairs of some kind. What would be a fun interior floor color? Maybe just it's as simple as deep slate bricks. I mean, it's a blacksmith, so we don't want a lot of wood, in my opinion. Yeah, we're committing. Wow, I'm a horrible clicker. Wow, I can't believe that was more than 64. Holy moly. Well, I guess 64 is only an 8x8, so I suppose it makes sense. Let's only do half of a stack this time. And we boom, 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 bam. Ay, ay, ay. All right, the shield has got to go. Boom. All right, this is a nice, simple platform. Actually, just to show the difference, I might break these out. One more. Ay, ay, ay. Just a horrible clicker. Oh, hello, wandering trader. They're always in the weirdest places. Okay. Now I just have to think about how I want to design the Auto-Smelter, but this will give me a nice template to work off of. Okay, so for the Auto-Smelter, I have most recently seen this design in a video by Pixel Riffs in his Minecraft tutorial series. However, I believe it is something that he mentioned in the video. You know, this is kind of a universal thing. There's plenty of ways to do this. Lots of people have been doing this for quite some time, so it's not really anything super unique, I must admit. But Pixel Riffs has a really awesome tutorial series where he like breaks down all the stuff. I think he calls it the survival guide. He breaks down, he gets into the nitty gritty, and I highly recommend him if you enjoy watching Minecraft YouTube stuff. Okay, so that's our output container right here. I'm actually thinking I might need to expand this area a little bit more in order to get some more space. Maybe 2 more out. Because that still leaves me with an odd number, which, as I've mentioned plenty of times, I'm very keen on. That can stay for now, because I'm sure I'll fill all that stuff in. One of the things Wilburrr and I were talking about was for the fueling operation, we actually might move the bamboo farm over to somewhere around here and sort of create a funnel that will essentially feed it and fuel the whole operation over here. I kind of just want to get this functional now before I texture it. Whoops. I just trapped myself in here. Ay. All right, cool. That gives me plenty of space to work with for our fueling mechanism over here. Now let's continue the hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we'll need to come up here to have this is our fuel input, in case you didn't know. And these hoppers will be our materials input. So that's boom. That is the general gist of it right here. When everything's all smelted and out, it will dump into this chest here. Okay. That's essentially it. We just need to place our rails and then, like I said, kind of roll in over here. So I might have to, I'm gonna do a little planning and a little off-camera work here. And also I'm gonna wait for Wilburrr as we kind of see what we can do and think of in terms of our fueling mechanism with the bamboo farm. All right, what's up everyone? So I have a decent idea of how this is gonna work out here now. Obviously you can see I've added the rails. I have tested to make sure that these kind of come back all the way here appropriately. Boom. No problem. So we'll load up any goods we want to get smelted in there and load up our fuel here. Now, for the fuel line, here's my idea. Let's see if I can... Now, I actually don't know if this works. But my idea is... Let me get rid of that. Let's see, how am I going to accomplish this? If I do this, and I have a hopper line come out here. Whoops. Okay, so that's just a temporary line, but this is basically going to be the pipe that is going to feed bamboo, hopefully into this chest. Now, I don't know if this actually works, so we're about to find out together. So I place that there. I take my hopper minecart, my chest minecart, and let's take something here, and we're going to put 9 of them in there, and hopefully this feeds over into this chest. Dang it, it does not. Wait, did it? It did! Minecart with chest. Awesome. It did it. So, okay. So we're going to basically have a bamboo farm over this way, and I might leave this to Wilburrr to give him something to add to the design. But you get the idea. If right around here, we have a separate building that's doing the bamboo farming, and he can figure out a way with maybe water elevators or and hopper chains to have bamboo feed down that line, basically at all times. So then it'll constantly be filling this cart with bamboo. So as needed, when we need fuel in our blast furnaces, we just, boom, plop that guy on. We can flip that switch off. So when it comes back, it breaks and boom. Yo, okay, yeah, I think this is going to work out. And then it can just be a manual process of adding what we want smelted up here, you know? Or, you know, in the future, maybe we could try something similar to that as well. You know, we'll see, plenty of options. But that's the general gist for now. And I'm just going to get to some building, maybe, here. I'm still kind of deciding what the next step is. And it might be starting to put the building up around it. So I have these temporary blocks there, which kind of won't work because it's not going to be the line facing where this side of the house. You guys get what I'm talking about. But yeah, so let's get to some building. So I made a little bit of progress on detailing the base here. I've got this porch. I have decided to make this part wood just to add a little bit of differentiation to it. I've also decided to swap the floor for the tile variety, but I did want to leave those bricks down under here just to add a little bit of variation to the sort of furnace mechanism here. Now you can see I've used walls and splotched in some granite, brick and granite, classic combo. And I decided to use some dark oak here, so at least in the corners. So what I'm gonna do now is continue to build up with the dark oak logs. One of the reasons I decided to switch to the tiles is because I want to use the bricks as an exterior lining between where I'm putting the brick and what I might decide to use up there. I can't decide if I want to use a wood color or not, but here's kind of the general idea. I'll start to get a little bit going here. And of course, I got to figure out a way around there. Maybe I'll just go around. And of course, these iron golems. I guess he wants to, maybe he wants to get roasted in there. That would be very nice. Oop, I forgot to do that little chunk there when I changed things up. Boom. And we'll jump up a couple with these. And this is an easy run. Boom. Don't want to fall off the edge because that, well, I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Dude, grr. I'm roasting you one day, pal. You will get roasted. Do I like the contrast color from the brick to this heavier brick? I'm going to sit on that for a while. But I've got a couple ideas for some depth adds to the side here. Like I can do some sort of window jutting out here. I'm going to do definitely chimneys on the back here. Probably a set of 2, maybe 1 for each 5. So maybe a chimney based out of here, a chimney based out of here. I'm still juggling the idea of putting a little silo in this corner. So we'll get there. And then on this side, obviously we have this chunk sticking out, and maybe that's enough. We have our pipe going into the side and a silo here. Maybe that's enough depth for this side. And then I'm thinking, you know, maybe another little window right there. And then obviously we have our porch for this side. So it's coming together. And do I like that? Yeah, it's not bad. It works. So I'm going to do some more planning and thinking, and we'll cut back. All right, guys, so I've done some more planning and I've finally decided on a roof shape and roof color. So here is the shape. I'm going to use copper spines at the various points I've played out. I did use Blackstone here just as a template to practice, and I'm actually going to show you guys how to build this here. And I would like to point out that I did get this shape by referencing a very cool YouTube channel called Blue Nerd Minecraft. And I will put a link to the really awesome roof tip video that he did in the description. So I highly recommend checking that out. It's super, super helpful in starting to understand the various shapes and curves you can do with full blocks, slabs, and stairs. So with that, I'm going to tear this down and I will show you guys how to build this shape. It's really easy. All you need is stairs and slabs. I did it on these 3 already so you could see, you know, kind of what I'm going for here. And in these interior sections, I'm going to fill it in with blackstone slabs. And I think it's going to be really cool. So let me tear all this down real quick. All right, easy peasy. Now, so to start, we place a stair there and we come around, place an upside down stair. Now we place a stair on top of that and another upside down stair on top of that. Now, slab on top of that, 1 slab over, slab on top of that. Now, from this slab, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And on top of these 3 we just placed, we're going to place another one. And then we'll just start the pattern over from this side. So we come 1 slab out, 1 slab down, 1 slab over. And it's going to be tough for me to get down there. So I'll do it this way. So we have our stair, upside down stair, stair, upside down stair. See, super, super easy. Let me get rid of these temporary blocks right there, collect it all up, and we will have a look-see. Oh yeah, nice shape. And I wanted to kind of have these sort of spines, I guess would be a cool way, where there's going to be some depth in the roof as well. So I've got some blackstone slabs here ready, so I'll show you exactly what I'm thinking. We're just simply going to lay blackstone slab, blackstone slab, blackstone slab, and blackstone slab. And we'll fill this in down around this way in the exact same shape. So if we pop down here, let's see, I'll definitely need something popping out over that. How would it look if I did maybe something along this line? Boom. Okay, now we pop down here. Do I like that? Meh. I mean, it's kind of cool. Let's see how it checks out from above. Yeah. I definitely like how the copper sticks up on the roof. That is definitely what I'm going for. I want that depth to be there as well. I am just not entirely happy about that line right there. Maybe I do blackstone stairs there for this lip. Okay. Boom, boom, bam, Beano, badow. Now let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think it's much better. Yeah, maybe on the logs we can have fences or something that kind of acts as a supporting looking thing. You know, open fence gates right there. Yeah, we'll play around with that. But in the meantime here, I am going to fill everything in here. All right, so roof complete. It's actually looking pretty cool from right over here. I'm really digging how it turned out. I had to call one little audible, and that was right around here. The blackstone was peeking through, so I had to kind of manipulate it a little bit so that it didn't do that. And on these 2 edges near the copper, well, that edge and that edge right here, I had to kind of change it slightly because I needed the terracotta to fill in this area. When I did it the other way, there was little bits of blackstone peeking through. And that's actually why I put the sets of stairs right there, is because that blackstone was peeking through. And it was just a weird contrast. I really like the terracotta to copper. And I'm really glad that I chose terracotta for this build instead of some sort of wood. So the build is pretty much complete. Just a couple of detail items now and detailing the inside. So I'm going to get like a bay window or something right here, fill in this window to put some depth here. I'll probably put a little planter box. This side, it's probably featuring the pipe a lot. I haven't really decided what else might go here besides this potential outline for some sort of silo that will actually replace this whole corner here. But I did just want to get the build in and kind of ready to go and have the shape ready. And then obviously our 2 chimneys sticking off the back here. So with that, guys, I'm going to get to some detailing. All right, so I've started to get the detail in here. The spruce trap doors here around the pipe definitely make everything look a little bit more official. And as I said before, I was using fence gates and fence posts here to kind of detail up the edging of where the roof meets the building. I did get a little flower box in right there. Some things I might change. There's not really a pattern going along here, which, I'm a bit indifferent about. I like patterns, but I also like imperfection a little bit as well. And over on this side, I have a big bay window here. Another thing I might change here is I might actually shrink it down, remove this top layer right here. That would allow me to get some more fence posts and fence gates up along this layer here. I think that would look good. And here's another potential change is with the doorway coming in, it opens out like that, which then kind of blocks the way and you have to move around. So I might extend this out 1 block here just to give a little bit more porch space. And I might try to think of some overhang for the porch. Maybe not there. But we come on in, everything looks good from this side. But yeah, even coming out, boom, the doors open up. Fortunately, they close fast, but it's still kind of rough. It's not a lot of space. So again, I think just extending this area out 1 more block could do some good. Something I'm certainly considering. And here's the inside. No solid detail yet. Still kind of thinking about it. Another reason why I might shrink this window is so that I can start to have a little bit more space up here where I might try to do something similar to what I did in my house over there by the well, which is kind of have an attic space that's floored with the oak trap doors, and it just kind of looks like extra storage. That might work well in a build like this, considering, lots of ores are going to be smelted here and lots of various things are going to need to be stored. So, makes sense to me. Haven't quite got to the chimneys yet. Still kind of planning around. I got some bases there to, give me something to work with when I finally get to it. But I just wanted to give you guys an update of where I am at with the detailing. All right, y'all. So adjustments have been made. Things have been pretty much finalized. Here's a cool look at it. Boom, we see our chimneys. Voila. The outside of this build is basically done, aside from the silo over there that's going to feed our fuel mechanism. So boom, right off the bat, I did that change right here, made it a little bit wider. Doors are much easier to get into. Boom, made the change right here. Smaller window. I haven't got to the inside yet with my little attic/storage idea, but it'll come in time. Here is our big dual chimneys. I decided to go with a 2-block wide area at the top because it's a blacksmith and there's going to be lots of things smelted and therefore lots of smoke produced, unlike my little house over there with just a small, tiny chimney. But it all makes sense. As we come inside here, right off the bat, just so much more space to get into the door. Wow. No fancy detail in here yet. I will certainly get around to that. But yeah, I think this about wraps up. We have a functional auto-smelter with a good-looking build around it now. Simple build. It's just a rectangle, no odd shapes like I did with that wild one over there. But I like it. I like the roof shape. I've never really done that before. I can't wait to get this silo in here, whether it's Wilburrr or I that does it. I don't know. We might do it together on a weekend session when we're playing together. But yeah, it's come together real well. I really like the terracotta and brick and copper combo. Those tones work really well with our darker shades of deep slate and blackstone and dark oak wood. That's kind of the theme of the area, being used in more of an edging or highlighting fashion, I guess. Well, I guess you can't call the majority of the roof edging, but you get the drift. We're slowly sticking to it, but starting to incorporate some other cool things in here as well. So awesome, guys. With that, I will leave you here for episode 15. I hope you enjoyed this different sort of episode. I wanted to give you all sort of a build where you could kind of see my train of thought throughout the process here. And, you know, if you enjoy it, leave a comment. If not, leave a comment anyway and tell me that you like the other style better. But with that, y'all, I really hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you next week with something new. Another build for our fabulous town with this fabulous skull and soon to be even cooler fort up on top of the hill. All right, take care.